Scarface keeps it real about the music industry. Who you with?
A million streams is $4,000.
What?
Yeah.
You heard him right. 1,000,000 streams is $4,000. We work so hard as artists to get 1,000,000 streams, only for it to be $4,000. You can get that at your job working overtime in a month. And if you make really good money, you can get that in 2 weeks.
1 million streams is $4,000.
Wow. So should rappers take their music off stream to get it back to where people got to pay real money to get it?
Yep, I would. It costed us so much money to make those albums.
Mm-hmm.
It cost so much to pay a producer. But now, you know what? I think producers may make a beat for $200 now. I'm not lying. But I know back in the gap, you know, a Dr. Dre beat was 250 grand. You know, Timberland beat was $150,000, $200,000.
Wow.
As the Neptunes and all of them, that shit.
Oh, I could never imagine that. I make beats now, and it's like if I sold a beat for $150, I'm like, that's a good day. Only to know that back in the day, back in the day, they was getting 100,000, and like you said, right, streaming killed it. But it's too late. We're too far gone. We're already accustomed to getting every song for $9.99 versus spending $19.99 or $12.99 for one album. It was more worth it back in the day because music, it was a physical thing you could sell. This is my friend Tim. This is the album right here. He did with his daughter, The Fabulous Vans. Really cool music. But back in the day, it was physical copies of music, tangible things you could sell. You could put a price on it, right? But now with a stream, that shit ain't even $1. But let's let Scarface talk.
That shit was high.
Yeah.
So it would be shameful to get a beat from these top-notch producers and then have to put your shit on a stream and wait for it to stream.
Wow. So you got to get, so basically in order to get some money, you got to do like 1 billion streams.
If you want some money, yeah.
So like Drake and Kendrick, they doing billions.
They be doing billions of streams. So they getting money.
Yeah, Beyonce, Taylor Swift.
Streams. You know. But it's too much red tape, man, in between that, because you don't never know. It's kind of like the record selling too. You don't know how many records you really sold.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What they tell you.
Let's just go by what they tell you. You know. But the streaming, I'm still not hip to how this works.
Right.
And that's why I'm not putting out any new music. I'm not releasing any new music, because it would just be all done in vain. Because those people have come up with something so slick to cut us all the way out the money. You know, the mom and pop saved hip hop. The mom and pop saved our lives, because if we couldn't do anything else, we can sell 100,000 records and make $1 million.
Nah, that's facts, right? I remember back in high school, there was this music store up the street, and I used to buy albums out that motherfucker. At least a few albums a month. I was buying albums, I was buying mixtapes, I was buying all that shit. I get my little $250 check every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? This back in like 2009, 2008, way back in the day, right? I remember buying albums, and like you said, the mom and pop stores, they had all the albums there. You can literally go cop. Local people, major people, mixtapes. I used to get Jadakiss mixtapes, Lil Wayne mixtapes, local rappers' albums that I seen around the city. Now, he ain't lying. Like, you can sell 100,000 out the mom and pop shop and make some money as an artist. He ain't lying. Now it's all streams, and if you don't got a big name or you not slick with the marketing, you ain't making no money. Good music ain't gonna just get you there no more.
God forbid you sold 1 million records and made $10 million. You know,
But you used to go back in the day, you look forward to going to the shop and getting the vinyl.
you did, and you read the credits.
Facts.
And you can roll a square on the record.
Yo, real quick, real talk. My last album I had, like, in real life, I had the R. Kelly album where he did like the old school shit. He did like the old Love Letter. R. Kelly Love Letter. And Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And I used to literally sit up at night. This was like 2010. My wife actually got them for me. I used to read the credits, and then the Kanye album had like the big old poster here. It opened like this, different ways, into a big ass poster. Like, we cared about that stuff back in the day.
Say yes. Say it. Yeah. You know, you pop the cassette in. Yeah, like we had jams, man, and they sold. Not just listening to shit, man, and I'm gonna listen to this, and I'm gonna pay him half a penny, but after this, I want to hear something else and pay them half a penny. No, you had to buy that body of work.
Yeah.
Like you can't like a real artist, man. You can't judge their body of work by one song.
Whew, that's heavy, man. That's heavy. Nowadays, albums don't matter because of streams. Back in the day, you had to buy the entire body of work. That's why they came out with the music video on MTV, BET, VH1, right? That was to market the album, the body of work. And music was better because people was making music with a body of work in mind. Nowadays, that ain't the case. They making songs for it to go viral. And virality don't guarantee you to have a career, because for real, they only cut that little 20 seconds out of the song and it's done. And I done heard songs, and then they got to the 22nd part, I'm like, oh, and when it's over, I'm done, because I don't know the rest of the song. I didn't know. It's really sad what music has become, and I really hate that I love music. I feel so stupid. Like, I have this keyboard right here, and I'm like, why the fuck did I want to do music? I should have been a plastic surgeon. I should have been a divorce attorney. Should have been a lawyer. Why do I have to be passionate about this shit? I love this shit. That's why I'm doing these commentary videos. This is out of being bitter because I love music so much. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make this shit happen. Speaking of bitterness, Scarface kept it 100, man. He talked about being bitter. Listen to this.
From nobody. You know, I just want to wave at them and go on about my business. So I don't want to be too famous, never.
Right. Sampling. Where are you on sampling? You let somebody sample some of your stuff? And if they do you have to hear it?
I don't care. I don't care about nothing that got anything to do with this no more.
Damn.
Very, very bitter about it.
Why are you so bitter about it? You feel you.
I'll tell you what I think it is, right? If you listen to Scarface, if you listen to his catalog of music, right? Scarface is like a storytelling artist. He really put his thought into every record. Every record he put out is well thought out. He ain't just, he ain't with none of that. He gonna give you something that you can feel, that you can relate to. Even if you ain't went through it, you can relate to the honesty and the vulnerability of it. Or you know somebody that went through what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? So he put a lot of his heart and soul into his music, only for the business that he been in for 30 years to mean nothing now. The music business means nothing now. It ain't about music no more. It's about attention. So you can see him be one of these artists that's like passionate and well thought out in your music. But nowadays that shit ain't rewarded. Nowadays the music that's rewarded is the dumb shit. Turn up, gimmicky shit that don't last long at all. Hey, Mr. King, come here. My son trying to come in here and pull all my wires. He not gonna pull all my doggone wires. He already broke one of my monitors over here, so his butt can't come in here right now. I'll see him when this video's over. But Scarface put his heart and soul into this music, only for the music industry to mean nothing. Music means nothing. Like I said, they not even paying you $1 to listen. So I get what he's saying. Like, I don't care no more. And me as a beat maker, I've been chasing this off and on since 2009, and I'm 34, about to be 35 next month, and I don't care no more. I got people right now connected to lit ass artists. They're like, yo, come on, send me some loops that's working. I'm like, I don't even care. Like, I got a song that I did a beat with my man Mark Boomin, got a million plays on YouTube. I don't know how many on Spotify, but I don't care, because it don't matter. Doesn't matter if you got a big song. Yeah.
You were wronged, taken advantage of.
The music industry within itself is wrong.
Okay.
All right. If you look at, I would like to compare contracts. I would like to compare a Beastie Boys contract to a Ghetto Boys contract, or you know what I mean. I'd like to see. So I'd like to see other
Genre artists.
artists. Yeah, I would like to see a Maze contract as opposed to a Van Halen contract. You feel me? Like I know it's a big difference between the pay scales in those contracts, but yeah, it's not. Nah, bruh.
Now that's where I may disagree a little bit with Scarface, but he's Scarface. I'm gonna go with whatever he say, but I think like this genre, that genre, they all getting fucked over. Everybody getting fucked over. The only one that's winning in that major label game is the label. They invest a shitload of money into a bunch of artists, and if one of them stick, it'll pay for all the ones that didn't pan out. And then all those artists are in debt with the label, and then one day they die, and that label gets a boost of money. They get the insurance money, and they get the boost in the popularity of the artist that died. Boom. If you want to do music, you might want to rethink it, man. I'm not gonna say rethink it. I'm not gonna say don't do music, but go get a job, get a trade, go get a degree, go get a degree in engineering. Well, maybe not. You gotta watch out for that because now the AI is taking the job. Make sure your today is good. Make sure you got a good, stable, steady job that increases, that grows, that makes more money over time, and that's needed in this world. Don't go into tech because AI is taking all the tech jobs. Get you a blue collar job, or like I said, get your degree and do something with people. AI ain't gonna replace people driven businesses. Just do this music shit on the side, and if it somehow take off, cool. But as you pursue it, do something else, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know what else you want to talk about, and remember, oh, this shit is simple. You and I are the problem. But Kelly out. Peace.